Where are
but
you right now?
I'm in Santo Domingo.
In the capital. Okay. Okay. So, Milena, please, can you tell us a little bit about you, who you are, what you do?
Well, uh, I did the I did the filming of this project and co-produced with you all the logistics of the film in Santo Domingo. Uh, uh, and I normally don't do that kind of work. I I did it because I I have like a really in como una, I need to say it in Spanish.
Sí, 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 háblate en español, habla en español.
eh, como una admiración for your work and for the things you do. And I really wanted to be part of the things you do and the work you do. And that's why I'm here right now. And I'm so happy and so glad to be part of this work and be part of the community you've been working in for so many years. And it's actually, I think I've never told you this before, but it's I'm really proud because I've seen you work from since I was really young, and nada, being here right now, it's like I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah, I can understand that we are nervous when we come in camera and with many people, but it's fine because we are here just surrounded by love and everybody's curious to know about this film. And Milena, I wanted to ask you, um, what was your experience working in a short like this that really highlights spiritual ancestral spirituality and not something that is mainstream? You can say it in Spanish if you feel more comfortable.
Okay. Sí, como bueno, como había dicho, yo no suelo trabajar en cine. I don't normally work on films. I only work on small projects that I feel that they have a value that I que vale la pena que ponga mi tiempo y mi energía. Because film industry, it's really hard. Like working on a film audiovisual project, it's normally really hard. So I did learn a lot. I remember that when we were recording on El Jardín Botánico, I was like, oh, we need some yucas because we were filming YUCAHU. And just, I was like, we need some yucas. And I like start running around looking for yucas. And I saw this man from El Jardín Botánico working from there. And I was like, where I can find some yucas? And he was like, oh, yeah, see, sure, here, aquí. And he was just like with some machetes, cutting some trees and things and taking yucas from the ground. I was like, I didn't know that you can take yucas from the ground. I didn't know they were fruit. And,
So
and
you were learning basic things about the yuca.
basic things. And see, no, and a lot of things. You teach me a lot of things during that rodaje. Sí.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for accepting the invitation of, participating in this film and saying yes, because I know that that this is something you're not doing lately, even though you are a filmmaker. And thank you for answering to our call. I really appreciated it because the work that you did was fantastic. it was so beautiful and magical. The way that you shoot everything was so magical, and I wanted to tell you that added your eye, your eye for the shooting added a lot of value to this film.
Thank
And
you.
yes, and Mario, who cannot be here, who is the editor, who is in Marruecos right now, he told me that he was, he was editing this video and putting together like the exhibit from the museum where YUCAHU is there. And then there was this combination of an exhibit in a building and us in nature in a Taino town. And that it made it very easy for him to do the editing because of these beautiful images that you sent him. So I wanted to tell you that too.
Oh,
Thank
me
you.
emociona mucho.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, so now I want to talk to Peter Nova, and yes, Peter Nova. He is the recording and mixing engineer, and also the music producer of everything that you hear in this film. Welcome, Peter. How are you?
Hola Brava, ¿cómo
Hola,
estás?
bravo. That's how we call each other.
Tanto tiempo. Well, hi everyone. Thanks for being here. As Milena said, it's very hot here in Santo Domingo. I have a fan here, but I don't feel it. It's so. Well, I'm glad to be here. IRKA and I have been friends and music friends and friends for life. I mean, over 20 years, and it's been a long, funny ride. We've shared songwriting, concerts, recording, producing, chismes. We share everything.
Gossips. Music gossips.
And one of her trips, she comes here a lot, and then she mentioned something about the museo and the video of the Seiba and the spirituality and everything. I was in, everyday music I do, my kids, everything. And I was, oh yeah, right, let's get together. I didn't give much attention at the moment, not for anything brava, but how every day is.
Yes,
So,
I know.
and then we got together in the studio, and she started to read in a loud voice in the mic the text, which I had no idea. And something caught my ear, because what she had something already written, but she started to do some editing on the fly. And I was like, this is not what I do every day. I do music, I do advertising, I do a lot of things. And so this was like a parenthesis. And it caught my ear. So we first recorded her voice, the text, the voiceover. Later on, in another session, she was talking about the whole video, the whole idea. She knew what the ceiba trees should look like in the video, and her dress, and the penacho, and the makeup, and everything. And I was kind of lost because I'm not very visual. I'm more like a ear guy, but she was talking about everything and with a lot of excitement. But I really had I didn't have the idea very clear. Then we started recording the chant. And if I have to say one, to condense that experience in one word, was magic. Sounds a little cliche maybe, but that's the word. It was really magical. For a moment, I didn't think about music, about keys, about tempo, about Logic Pro X. I mean, it just hitting record button and listening to IRKA. It was another world experience, actually. And then she wanted to do more takes. I mean, first take was awesome. Then she wanted to do more takes. I said, okay, I won't complain. So we did a few takes, and all of them were really, really special. After we had those takes, we had to call someone to give colors and texture and spaces and depth to those chants. And we thought about my dearest friend, Edgar Molina, who is in Marruecos right now. And Edgar is a magician too. So he brought his arsenal of percussion, bamboo, maracas, everything Mayowacan, everything. He brought everything. A whole truck of, I mean, I didn't even fit in my studio. It was a whole truck of things.
Totally. He filled up the studio with all these ancestral instruments from the island.
I know. So he's very intuitive guy, a musician, a wonderful musician, very intuitive, and he knows what's going on with the sound IRKA was looking for. I was just there, trying to capture everything they were trying to communicate, and until this point. So started recording every instrument where Edgar felt. Sometimes IRKA made a comment, you should play this, maybe let's try this over here and this maraca over here. And then, so after one or two sessions, I think we recorded Edgar everything. So we had a bulk of audio tracks, lots of audio tracks with lots of vocals, lots of percussion. So it was a massacre, we say. And we sent that so the video editor could work. After a while, a few months after, right, IRKA, we got the edition, the video edit. So I sat down and tried to make the sound to, when I see the video, and then I could understand everything IRKA was so excited about the dress, the penacho, the makeup, the ceiba, which was amazing. So when I see that and I listen to the text and I listen to the chant and I listen to everything together, it's not audio, it's not tracks, it's a whole story, it's a piece, a wonderful piece, which a lot, which the text was, of course, very important, but in a second, segundo plano, probably that music could link some way to Taino spirituality without saying any words. So it was a lot of words on the top, and the bottom, no words, just sensation, chant, trying to connect, and all the beautiful instruments Edgar played, trying to recreate what Tainos might have played or not. We don't know. It's very imaginary. It's very sensation. Trying to get that sensation with instruments they might have played, which I'm not a musicologist. I'm not an expert in that, but we try to maintain. We try to keep this simplicity at all times. So I started to cut here and there, turn volume up, turn volume down, to try to apoyar la historia.
To support the story.
Support the story, the text, the visual, which was very, very well narrated visually. Los planos, the edits, everything. So I try to, do some. Let's pause here. Let's start the fututos here. Let's bring some echo here. Let's turn IRKA chant down, and then let's try to make a little story with all the tracks I had. So I think it was at the end I felt very happy indeed. It was a teamwork, very very well led and explained, and by IRKA, La Brava. And thank you, IRKA, for making me join your crazy projects all the time.
Yeah, special projects. Yeah, and thank you for doing making part of it, Peter, because Peter and me, we are very good friends, and every time that I have a project, I go to him. My two solo albums, I have recorded them with Peter. He has been producer also of the album, so he is my person to go in Santo Domingo whenever I have a project. And this is something.
Sometimes.
Huh? What do you say?
Which is not easy sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy sometimes. But the friendship and the love that keep us together, makes this magic that we have been talking about all this time, all these years, 20 something years. Peter, thank you so much. Thank you so much for answering to my call to work in the music and for making this amazing, beautiful track. Thank you so much, Whitney. Yes. Okay, so you will see it's a track of 15 minutes of chanting and percussions that accompany of 5 minutes that accompany the whole short film. Okay, my people, so now we are going to get a short break of 2 or 3 minutes so that we can have, some water, restroom break, and we will be back with another surprise of the night for you. So see you in 3 minutes.